Hello, and great to have you here. While you're coming in, as you're hopping in, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what you think about this topic that we're going to talk about today. And it's just a few things that I think sometimes you need at the end of the week when it's almost, this is my last day to do my live for the week. And so I just wanted to give us something because I kind of felt like I needed it, and I was hoping that I could help somebody else that might be going through some stuff with like I am. So, and that topic is five five habits of happy people. And when I first looked at that, and I know it's in my notes, so it's probably that I got it from one of my mentors or, a friend or whatever. But, I just want to share it with you because sometimes, things get tough. We, do things we aren't supposed to do, or, just stuff happens, life happens, things, that you can't control, because once it's out your mouth, it's too late. So before I get into telling you the five things that I have down, and I'm sure there could be a lot more things, but just want to share these five with you. But before I go there, as you all are hopping on and let me know where you're coming in from and who you are, then I am going to do the same thing. So I'm going to introduce myself to those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting. My name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, lead generation, as well as, as well as video marketing. And lastly, I like to give updated and modern tips and strategies. And I'm a student, but I'm also, because of the company that I'm in, the community that we have here, it's based on giving you all the tools that you need, to start your own business, which is what I'm doing also. So I'm in the trenches with you guys. So when I learn something, I'd like to come and share it with you. And by the same token, you might want to do that, with someone else that you know, or do it with me or whatever. So let's go on and get started because I don't want to keep you. I want to be respectful of your time. So I have these lettered and I numbered in how I guess they touch me or how I see them and how I start out. So first of all, I have help those in need. There's a lot of people out here that are going through a lot of stuff. And I think that most of us are going through a lot of stuff because of, all the things that we've been walking through for the last, few years. And then the stuff is coming up, new things now. And, it's just difficult. But, we have to, do the best that we can to take care of ourselves. And if we have any extra or whatever, then maybe we can help someone else. Like when I go to one of the stores now, I remember one day I was trying to hurry up and get my quarterback out of the little thing you stick in to get the cart because it's just habit to pick my quarter up. But by the time I got to the car, I thought about that and I was like, that could have helped somebody that didn't have a quarter. Because I've come and I haven't had a quarter one day, and it's just as someone was leaving, they said, "Do you want a card?" And I said, "Thank you." And I tried to give her the quarter back, and she was like, "No, no, no, you go ahead," And then I figured out I couldn't get the quarter out anyway. Because it was in there because when you put the quarters back or when you get the carts back. But anyway, so helping those in need, lifting people's spirits, giving people compliments, that kind of thing. And then I have don't always try to be the be all and end all. Allow someone else to have the limelight. Sit back and let someone else who, especially someone else who doesn't speak much, or who doesn't, maybe is kind of quiet, and just if they're given the opportunity, they might just say something and it might be funny, or it might, whatever, it is that they want to say, maybe they'll say it because, and I've been practicing that with myself, trying to, if try not to say anything, like in our trainings, some of my trainings that I'm in, I'll, if the person who's the moderator or the educator or whatever says something or asks a question, then I have a tendency to want to jump right out there and answer that question. I'm making myself slow down because other people, given the opportunity, they might want to really say something and they might really have a great answer. So this is one of the things that I'm really, really working on. So don't always try to be out front and in front of everybody and giving all the answers. And that's something, like I said, that I am working on myself. Laughing. Oh my goodness, that's number 3. Laughing is, oh my gosh, some of the best medicine. It's what I try to do uh at night just before I'm going to bed. I try to, whatever I'm doing, I get done with it and I go in my bedroom and I turn on my TV to something that's old that I used to look at when I was a kid, maybe, or a teenager, and or even some other things, and I just, I get these belly laughs, and they are the best ones for you. It just kind of helps you to feel better, and and you just don't feel like you have a problem in the world sometimes when you do that, when you allow yourself to laugh. And not only just laughing at that on TV or on a movie, but even laughing at yourself sometimes. It's important to know that that's okay. None of us are perfect. We all have something. And so, laughing at ourselves is a good thing, and just making sure we get a good laugh in there at least a few times a day. That's my that's my drop in on that one. And then the other thing is, people listen to people that they think seem to know things, so what I have here is never stop learning. And as far as I'm concerned, and I've heard some people say this in a different way, but when you stop learning, then you just get stuck and you just get stiff and you just don't move, and you know and people, won't come toward you. They won't be attracted to you because you're not saying anything and you're not adding anything to the conversation, or you're not bringing any different type of knowledge, or that kind of thing. So excuse me. So never stop learning is one of the other things that I have here. And then the last thing that I have is listen. Listen to people. My mentor last night said this. She said, that's why we have two ears and one mouth. So listening is important. And a lot of people don't feel heard. A lot of people don't feel like they can say anything that's going to be worthwhile. And if we just give them that opportunity to say something, and we actually truly listen, I mean, deep listening to not the surface, but whatever it is that they're saying that's below the surface to help them. So those are the 5 things that I have down. And like, I've got all these numbers, so I must have said this had this topic a little while, and I've got all types of numbers, like when I switch them up and around, I guess depending on what I'm dealing with or what's going on. But it's nice to know the habits of happy people. And I Google a lot of things sometimes, and I will end up in YouTube as well. And sometimes things are just funny, or they just touch your heart, or they just make you feel good. You feel warm inside. You feel like this is great. So that's pretty much it for today. I go live on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And I go at noon. And I've had some issues lately, but none today. So I'm really thankful for that. I'm glad that I could actually come and not be doing crazy stuff trying to get my stuff to work, my tech stuff to work. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, no matter where you are in this world, that you do something nice for yourself, do something nice for the ones that you love, and just have a great rest of your week because tomorrow's Friday and then we have the weekend coming. And so I'm just going to go on and get out of here. Remember, if you have any questions, if you want to go a little further, a little deeper about where I find the habits, some of them I found in books, some of them I found online. If you want to know that information, you can definitely reach me in Messenger. So I'm going to go on and get off. Take care. Talk soon. Bye now.